So have you practiced it? Anyone? One at least. Have you started at least practicing it? For me only it is taking around 3 hours. Definitely it is take for you 5 to 6 hours. Okay, cool. Those who practiced, I really appreciate. Let me check where we are at. Okay, perfect. We have seen the last example, that is the lazy loading. That is the lazy routing concept that what I have explained. But it is taking time, guys, to build a projects. Okay, don't give up. How many? Yeah, definitely good one. Okay, don't give up. That definitely give you like good knowledge on the subject. If you can build that kind of examples. For my case, I can say that that is not even a project. That is an example only. But in Amirpet, like the problem is if you could take that much complex example, people might feel like difficult. But in practical environment, you will be facing that kind of scenarios. But don't think they won't give you the time. They will give ample amount of the time. Yesterday, whatever we made the development, right? I mean, as last 2 sessions, around 3 hours we spent on the development. And in real time, we will be getting minimum 5 PDs. I mean, 5 days to build it. 3 to 5. Minimum 3 to 5, I can say. That is where don't think that like it has to be done. Srikanth has completed in 3 hours. I have taken like 2 days to complete it. All comes under that experience. That only the matters. If you can practice like me for more than two to three times, then definitely you will be also proficient in that. Okay. Don't give up. Please try to practice. As I told you, okay, coming to the today's one, as I told you, today we are going to learn about how we can build an application by connecting with the DB and all. But I don't want to discuss that, as you know, today and tomorrow I have an office, so that I can't spend more time rather than an hour. That is the reason. Let me check what are the concepts are pending. I'll take like the simple concepts for today, and then will be discussed about that. And day after tomorrow, we will be starting working with the database connectivity. But before that, as I already told you, please try to prepare an API and endpoints to perform the CRUD operation. If you are a Java developer, just go to the YouTube channel or somewhere else, that's your wish, and prepare an application to perform the CRUD operation. And if you are a .NET developer, prepare a web API and write the CRUD operation methods. And let's just recap like whatever we have discussed from the very beginning to till today. We have seen like the introduction part, this is done. And after that, I just have explained you like how we can do the setup and deployment. And we learned something about the TypeScript. Okay. And after that, we are doing like, most of our example, not even most, 100% of our examples with 15 only. And I explained you the template and then how we can apply the style, how we can write the directive. And the components, we created many components also. And the data binding is also done. And after that, we learned about the pipes also. Okay, we learned about the pipe. And here, API calls with that Ajax. Ajax part is done. Okay, but the pending is going to be CRUD example is pending from my end. Okay, CRUD example is pending from my end. That I'll just explain you. Dependency injection is done. And after that, we have seen forms. What are the different types of forms? Tell me. What are the different types of forms we learned? Tell me, template and reactive and routing, that is an SPA. And the next one, we have this is pending, RxJS operators, this is pending. And after that, modules is done, how to create the module and all. And at the same time, Angular material is pending. And dependency injection means we used constructor injection, right? In constructor, we created an object with the help of private. That is only the dependency injection. Okay. That is. See, content projection. Is it completed or not? Tell me. Content projection. Am I explained or not? Tell me. Most of the people, they say, no, Srikanth, you haven't explained. But we learned the content projection in the directive section with the help of ng template. Did you remember now? Am I explained that ng template or not? Did you remember? Tell me. Check the example that I have shared. That is what the content projection, that is that another name. That's it. Okay, like that when I say about dependency injection is something like if then else, very good one. If then else one. Okay. So when I say about dependency injection means injecting another class object to the current class. How we are injecting with the help of a constructor. We created a constructor and with the help of the constructor, we are injecting it, right? That is all about. Okay, leave it. Now, when it comes to the unit testing is pending from my end. And then version enhancements, it's a very last one that what I can explain. That's it. Okay, so this is how it is going to be. This is what I have given as I promised, like we will be understanding. And this project is also, I will share with you directly the source code, don't worry. And version enhancements, it's okay. Okay, right, that is what. Now the pending concepts are what? CRUD example, Ajax. Okay, the total end to end that I'll explain. Now today what I am trying to do is I'll target for these two. I mean, two are not done, but I'll give you, man, that is what I'm telling you, Vinod. JWT comes under there only, right? Authentication and authorizations are done at the back end. Front end, no one has implemented that authentication authorization. And in front end, if you wanted to implement route guards is the concept I have explained. Did you remember? Route guard. Creating a service before entering into that, we sent a login page, right? That is all comes under. Okay, I'll share it with you. All like authentication, authorization, JWT, these are implemented at the back end, not at the front end. Front end is not that much liable to implement that much security. So that is the reason front end is always front end. Okay, fine. Let's start with the new concept today. That is the Angular material. Okay, because this CRUD operation needs at least 1 hour 30 to 40 minutes time, perfect time, then only we are able to complete. That is what the reason. Yeah, Srinivas, I'll just ask them. It's not in my hand. I just need to check with the management. Okay, I'll just bring this query to them. If they are provided, then I can. Don't worry. Right. So the next one is going to be Angular material. Now, what is Angular material and what is the purpose of that Angular material? So far, I hope you people might already aware of it. We are going to implement the application generally by using what? Bootstrap, right? The good designs and all, everything has to be done with the help of Bootstrap or not? Tell me. I integrated Bootstrap from very first example. I mean, I guess very second example. And from there till today, I mostly use the Bootstrap and Bootstrap icon. But anyhow, Bootstrap is not the part of that Angular application. It's a third-party library. If you are using third-party library, the problem is going to be over the period of that time, if the third-party library version is changed, if someone has changed that particular version, then what happened? We will be getting some, what I can say, conflicts, the UI conflicts that might occur. That won't be happen in practical because it's a third-party library. Suppose if the Twitter has closed its operations and doesn't provide any support to the Bootstrap, then what happened? Whatever that application was almost developed with the help of that, then we face some issues. But practically speaking, that won't be happen in real time. Or else, let's say, if Twitter has released the Bootstrap as the paid version, then everyone has to purchase it, right? A simple term I can say, I hope everyone knows about the Jio, how they are entering into the market. Initially, what happened? They offered completely free calls. They offered completely unlimited internet, and people are habituated to use that particular service. And like everybody, most of the people, not even me, not even you, and even our parents, and even the kids, or whoever, everybody is attracted to use a smartphone as we are having unlimited. But nowadays, what happened? All of a sudden, they released, not sudden, like around 3 to 4 years back, they released as what? Some amount. Again, they increase the prices. Now they increase the prices, but still we have the market. Like that, if something is happened, because everybody has dependent on the third party. In the same way, to build the UI, we almost depend on what? Bootstrap. Suppose if Bootstrap is released as the official and also the pricing version, licensed version, then that would be a problem for us to build it, right? Yes or no? Tell me. For that reason, what happened, every front-end application development, they created their own UIs to build great and rich user interfaces they created. For Angular, we have that Angular material. For React UI is available. That means instead of depending on the Bootstrap, why should I depend on the Bootstrap? What I can do with the help of Bootstrap, I can do myself with the help of my own UI. That is the intention behind the Angular material. Now, what an Angular material will contain? Angular material is a component library. That what I can say. Angular material is a component library. What it contains? It contains several predefined components which can be customized based on the requirements of the project, I can say, which can be customized based on the requirement of the project, that what I can say. Generally, what a component will contain? Component is a template. That what I can say, which comes with design, logic, and I can say styles. Understand? Component which comes with a template, design, logic, and then we are having the styles that we are having. Now, when it comes to Angular material is mainly having two things. First one is going to be the component, and second one is going to be CDK. Okay, first one is the component and second one is going to be the CDK, where CDK stands for Component Development Kit, which provides which provides good performance. That means instead of using a bootstrap component or bootstrap icon or bootstrap thing, what I can do for the design, I'm going to use what? CDK. When I use the CDK, then automatically it will be added. Now, what I can do here is the very first thing I'm going to use. Okay. The very first thing what I can do, we started with the Angular material. Okay. The very first thing what I can do, I'll go to my application here and I'm going to add that Angular material to my application. I'll be writing one by one process. Don't worry. Setup environment for Angular material. So how to set up the environment for Angular material? Now, what is Angular material? As I told you, Angular material is a component library which comes with some predefined component. Now, by using those components, we are going to build that application. Shrikant, why should I go with that? Already we have the Bootstrap. Bootstrap is there, but it's not the product of the Google. Google is having the Angular. Twitter company is maintaining the Bootstrap. Right now, we have a good collaboration with each other. Maybe in future, if there is no good collaboration, or as Bootstrap is taking high charges, then people are not using even that Angular. So for that reason, what an Angular team was done, they created a separate UI library, and that library can be used in order to build a rich graphical user interface component. Now what it contains? It contains the list of component. We have some list of component. By using that we can. Now what an Angular material will contain? Component and CDK. Components are nothing but which comes with some template, design and everything. CDK is something like which will be used to improve the performance. Now how to set up that environment? That means how we can install Angular material over here. So for that, open the terminal, okay, from the workspace. That is the first step. Open the terminal from the workspace. Anyhow, I'm in my workspace environment only. And here, run the command. Which command has to be? You can see ng add @Angular / material. Okay, @Angular / material. And if you can say okay, then automatically it will get installed. Just don't need to worry. Now you can see the latest package is going to be, it's 15.2.9 will be installed and executed. Okay, is it okay for you? Yes, I can say. And then it is installing the package. It might take a minute, don't worry. Okay, so Shrikant, from where you can find it out? We have an official website is available, that is at material.angular.io is available. We have, you can see components are available and CDK is available. When I say about the component, all these are the components I can say. Shrikant, how I can remember? No need to remember. You can just click on it over there. I will show you one remaining you suppose you need this one. Then you can have the code. If you could open, you found the HTML code, you find the TypeScript code, and you found the CSS also. And we have an API details also, which module has to be imported. They clearly mentioned it. And we have what? Some description about that as well. But Shrikant, do we have mandatory rules to go with the material means? That is optional. Always material is optional. If your company and your project is having the requirement of having that, then you're supposed to use it. Just for understanding purpose only, I'm going to explaining this one. Now you can see, once if I install it, so step number 1 is going to be what? Open the terminal from the workspace. And then step number 2 is going to be run the following command. Which command has to be run? ng. Ng. Which command has to be run? You can see that. ng add angular slash material. Suppose if you are specific to a particular version, there you can give the version number. Okay, any version you can give. Suppose if you don't want to give this one, then it will install the latest one, nothing apart from that. Okay, nothing apart from that. Clear now? Hello? Is this clear? Tell me. Is this clear? Because we already know about it. And after that, once if it is done, the next one is going to be, it is asking you a question that which pre-inbuilt theme has to be selected. That means we have different themes that are provided, indigo, pink, and then purple, amber, pink, blue, gray, purple, green, and custom template. As I told you, this is material is again, we have a huge syllabus, but one, if you can understand, remaining also same. So that what I can do, I'll go with my indigo pink, and it is asking you the next question is going to be. Now what it is? The next question is going to be which pre-built theme, which pre-built theme are you using? I'm just using indigo hyphen pink as the theme. But if you wanted to try the remaining, you may go with that. That's up to you. And the next question, what it is going to be, set up a global angular material typography. Now, what does it mean? It means that do you want to maintain a same angular font across that application or not? That is what that it means. Typography in the sense, it's all comes under the font and all. So that I can say, yes, I can give and say, okay. And the next question is going to be, do you want to enable angular animations or not? Or disable that animations or not? Or include but disable, or include and enable something that we are having? You may select anything, that's up to you. So that this is the new question actually. So here also I can say yes. Okay, do you want to add or enable animations? Yes, and include. Just you can say yes and include, so that automatically that will be installed. Now you can see a package is getting installed everything. Okay, all the packages are installed it over here. Now what I can do, I just wanted to get it. Okay, I wanted to get it over there. So how I can do that? I mean, after installing that, what are the things needs to be done? So the first thing is going to be, here it is asking you a project name is required now. So how do I get that? So the first thing is going to be, when you are installed, go to that application. Maybe if you people have created a separate one, separate project. If you wanted to create, you can. I will go with a separate project only. That is the Angular material. Maybe let's say ng generate application, and the name of that application is going to be Angular material demo. Angular material demo, that what I can say. And create, okay. Yes, CSS. Quickly it creates the project to me. Give me a minute. Okay, now it is done. After that, what I can do, I'll clear my screen. After that, what I can do, I'll go to my project, and we have Angular material demo project is done. Now, what are the changes has to be? Okay, what are the changes has to be? So the first thing is going to be, go to the app module. Let's go to that app module.ts. Now you can just include it over here. Now what needs to be included? What needs to be included here? We have to include animation module. So how I can do that one? Simply import. Okay, what you need to be imported? Mat form module. Why it is going? Mat form field. I did a mistake. I did a mistake. The mistake is mention at the rate Angular material. Indigo pink. Yes. Perfect. Now you can see a small mistake I have done. Angular material setup to open the terminal from the project workspace. Just you can run in some project because it has to be used in my application. So that is why just add it over there. That is the one thing has to be remembered. That means I'll be writing it even here. Now you can see what are the things. That means what are the changes that happens when we install Angular material. So the first one is going to be animation module are imported in app.module.ts. So that is the reason where you must have to include this part. It's very important. And after that, you can see that is the first one. After that, you can observe that Angular.json is also going to be modified. It is missed over here, but I can show you that Angular.json is configured with CSS theme. I can show you that even too. CSS theme. Now you can just go to here. There we have that Angular.json. You can find some CSS theme as well. This is component directive forms. Okay, Forms demo, routing demo, Flipkart web, Angular material. Somewhere you can find the CSS also. You can see that. Styles is added or not? Tell me. Yes or no? You can see that. Hello. Did you observe here? Indigo pink.css. This is also modified. This is the second change. Third change is going to be index.html. Okay, in index.html, links are added for typography. Links are added for the typography. If you can go to here, the index.html in your application, wherever you have, you can see there are few links are added for typography. You can see that fonts G static and fonts Google API and some material icons you can see. All these are going to be added. That is the third change that what we have. And the fourth change is going to be, and the fourth, there would be another change also in styles.css. Styles.css, global styles are added. Global styles are added. Now you can go to the styles.css where you can have it, and there you can see there are a couple of global styles. Shrikant, can I add now the bootstrap styles on the top of it? Yes, you can. You can do whatever. It doesn't mean that if I use, let's say, Angular material, don't go with the bootstrap. Or if I go with the bootstrap, don't go with the Angular material. Both together you can use or single can be used. Very important interview question. Can we add or else can we use both bootstrap and angular material together together together? The answer is yes, we can. Okay, yes, we can. This is also good interview question. So that what I can do, I just wanted to integrate. Why should I waste? Let's go to my styles.css where I can import it. I'll go to my folder. Okay, node modules, bootstrap, test CSS, where I can go with the bootstrap.css I can say, and at the same time import a URL where I can go with the bootstrap icon, font, bootstrap icons also I can use. You can use whatever you want as you like. Now I'm going to show you a simple example how I can use it by generating a component. So how do I create a component? So first I'll create a component simple. As I told you, we will see one or two examples, nothing more than that. I'll go to my app folder, open it in the integrated terminal, where I can generate a component, ngg, C for the component, material demo. Okay, material demo is my component name, and hyphen skip hyphen test, that what I can say. Now you can see it creates a component to me. Now I just wanted to make use of it. It's a UI, nothing apart from that one. So that I can go to my material demo. There we have the HTML and the TS. Now how do I create it? First of all, what you people wants to create, that you can create. Okay. Now what I can do? Maybe what I can do is I'll take a div which contains the class container hyphen fluid, that what I can say. And here, first I'll be taking a bootstrap input. Bootstrap input, that what I can say. How to create generally an input username? Maybe I'll take a div where it contains the class as going to be with 25 or something, that what I can give. And I have a label, and the label will contain a class that is going to be form label. Okay, enter form label, I'll remove it. It's not required. And here I can display something like a username. That is the one. And then I'll ask the user to give an input type as going to be uh, text or whatever. Maybe I can say input type as going to be the text. And after that, we'll be giving the class as going to be form control. Let's give the class as going to be form hyphen control, that what I can say. So this is all what I have done. I created a bootstrap. Now, this time I'll give a break tag and give another H2. This is a material input. How to create the material input? So to create the material input, you can go to the location, go to the component, you can see input is available. Now how it would be, you can see that. How it would be, you can see here. Basic input, all inputs are available, color, date, time, local. Okay, email, month, number, whatever like you want, you can. And how I can remember, just go to the code. You can see mat form field. Understood? Mat form field has to be given. But before we are going to work on it, the first thing you should remember, which API or else which module has to be included. That is very important. Now it has to be included a module, that is what we call it as a mat input module. And also, if you wanted to create a form, let's say I'll go with the form, maybe PQRFFF. We have the forms also there. When I go with the form, we have an API, mat form field module. That means first thing is going to be include these in the module, so that I can go to my module. What are the things has to be included here? The first thing is going to be mat, okay, form, FIELD, mat form field module has to be imported. And where it is available? It is available under that import section. That is imports. Okay, import. What has to be? Mat form field module. From where it is available? That is available under @Angular slash we have material slash UI, I guess. No, material slash form fields. Okay, form field. So that means first you have to do this one. After that, I wanted to create an input type. So if it is an input type again, we need to have another import statement. Import, what needs to be import? Mat input. Okay, mat input module. From where it is available? @Angular slash. Okay, Angular slash material slash. We have input is available. Now what needs to be imported? Mat input module. Understood this? Tell me. Hello. Understood or not? Tell me. First thing is going to be import what? What fields we are using. How, Srikanth, you remember means I copy paste. I used it only in my one project, Angular material. Remaining all my projects are in Bootstrap only, frankly speaking. How I remember means I copy paste. Simply copy paste. Now how I can use it in my application? You can see, I'll go to my material component and here you can see mat hyphen. You can see that every material component will start with mat, and I just wanted to have form field and appearance is one property. Maybe I can say fill or something that we are having. You may copy paste it, that's up to you. And after that, mat hyphen label is available. Mat hyphen label is available where you can say username. That is mat label. And after that, we have an input. Input type as going to be, let's say, text. Okay. And the remaining, that's your wish. It's up to you how you are going to use. Maybe I can go with the two-way, MVVM. I can go with the, let's say, username is equal to ng model has to be given. And for this, what you can do, you can give mat input. Just a minute, please. Okay. Just you can give the mat input over there. Now what I can do, I just wanted to give. Yes, very good. Very good, Purna. We have an issue that is what? Forms module. So that include the forms module. That's it. Now you can see once if it is done, whatever the value we are having, I can get that particular value also. So that what I can do, I'll take the H2 and then we have what? Username is the one that we are having dot value, that what I can say. Now save this once and then just to do the basic sanity, I'll go with the material demo component and save this application. And once if it is done, I'll take the selector from here and use the selector in index.material. Maybe I can just give that, save it. And then you can run that application. Let's say ng yes-o hyphen project is equal to angular material demo, that what I can say. That's it. That means any control you can take, same steps. What are the steps? Tell me. Include that API in the app module and then use it in the component HTML. That's it. No need to write anything in the TS file because this is completely the UI. You can see that if it is bootstrap like this, if it is material like this, it is going. Understood? Okay, how we can do that? How to work with components or else material components. First thing is going to be include the API module. Include the API module in app.module.ts file. Step number 2 is going to be what? What is step number 2? Step number 2 is going to be create the HTML. Shrikant, how I can remember? It's all practice again. It is not the simple. You can see in components we have these many. We have many are there. If you want to do a practice, you can do that. Okay. Any questions here in the components, please let me know. Hello. It's all copy paste only. No need to buy her. Okay. How many you can buy hard, man? We have around 30 to 40. Okay. Those are the properties. You just read it. That is where I'm telling. I very initially also I told you material. I'll just give an overview. How do we can use that's it. Okay. And the next one we have the CDK. CDK, I'll explain you tomorrow what exactly the need of CDK and all. Because today I have some deployments. So I'm leaving a bit early, more a bit early. So about that CDK and all, that I'll explain in the next day. Okay. But today, just you can watch. Yeah, I'll give you the interview questions. Don't worry. At the end, I will provide you the interview question. You don't need to worry about it. Okay. Fine. That's it, guys, for the day. We will continue tomorrow. Thank you.